Ride Bailey, the hustle standing, flag no fail, hold strong people, hold strong.
My name's Manny, for people that don't know me, and for the longest time, roughly 24 months, I've had severe mental health issues, ranging from depression to anxiety to getting told I could possibly have bipolar, all kinds of different little bits and pieces. Been stood with needles, been given medication, been swapped medication, and there's only ever been one thing that's consistently worked and consistently brought me back round, and that's the absolute adoration, love for my son. And I share that love for my daughter, but that's a conversation that I can never go into just now. But with my son, the utter, undevoted, unconditional love brings me back around every single time, no matter what. And that got me to thinking, what do I do to harness that? What do I do to bottle that up and make sure that when a bad day is a bad day and they're bad, that I can drink it up and sit there and feel better? And when times are tough and communication isn't great, then it's hard to get those moments. And any single dad is going to know that, any single mother's going to know that. So I decided to make a change, a big one, and it started with the gym. And it's a stereotypical story, I suppose: go to the gym, feel better, endorphins release. But there's something that I've noticed in amongst all these motivational videos, and there's a lot, and all these positivity and feel better and just go to work and, you know, live, breathe, the gym and exercise. Everyone seems to be talking from a point of view where they've been bad, got better, and now they're telling you about it, which is all good and well. But anybody that's in this situation knows that no matter how many times that's writ out in front of you, no matter how many people tell you there's a million people feeling it, you never accept it. You always feel like you're helpless, there's no hope, there's no energy, there's no oomph. And as a man, specifically, when you have no pride, when you have no passion, when you have no self-belief, when you experience being a family man, coming home every single day to the love of your children and your wife after a hard day at work, sitting down to that home cooked meal with that 15 grand car outside and the 2.0 job, what you always see or fail to see is that the decline from that can be horrific. And it isn't just because of finances or moving into a new house. It's the mental impact that can have on a man when he has decided that for the rest of his life this is him, and then all of a sudden it's not. And everything that a man needs, that a man craves, that a true man craves, is home, security, comfort, love from those around him. He needs to feel like the king of his castle. He needs to feel like the absolute king of his castle. And some people might say that's sexist. Some people say we live in a modern world. I say it's not sexist for a man to feel like a man or a woman to feel like a woman. So with all of that in mind, feeling the way I feel about losing everything that a man has and a man needs, and spending 2 years going to the very depths and falling to my knees, feeling like every single step that I took was a step away from my son, a step I was choosing to make, And growing up in not a broken home, but one where I didn't have a father, repeating that same mistake again literally crippled me to the point where for the first and only time in my entire life I contemplated suicide. Because without him, there's nothing. Now, upon seeing his face on a keyring of all things, that was enough to make me stand back up. I've never fallen to my knees before. Not from a punch, not from heartache, not from emotional abuse. I don't fall to my knees for no man, no beast. But that crippled me. Now, what do we do about that? Well, we'll figure a way on how to bottle him inside me and use that as a fire. I have two choices. One is to give up and give in. And in 10 years' time, when my son is sat there wondering why he wasn't enough for me to just keep going, I can't swallow that. I can't. So I do keep going. This is where it starts. And this is where I don't feel anyone's done before. So I'm going to do it from the start. Every single step. Every one of them. You're not going to miss a single thing. I'm going to prove that, yeah, depression does kill people. So does anxiety. So do a hell of a lot of other mental health issues. But there's still an option. There's still a choice. While ever you have two hands, you have everything that everybody else ever had. Build what you want. Don't wait for it. Why wait? Why wait for a hero to come and save your life? When I was on my knees at the lowest point in my entire 34 life, 34 year life, I contemplated suicide. I had a choice to make. Not relying on anyone else. Truth be told, they've all got their own stuff, their own struggles. No one can be there for you all the time, never 100% of the time. There's only one person that can be there for you 100% of the time, and that's you. So I'm not going to wait around for someone else to come and change my life. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to get back off my knees. I'm going to stand up straight. I'm going to look it in the eye. I'm going to say, what do I need to do to make sure this never happens again? And that's a start. That's day one. So right now, I'm seconds away from walking into the gym. A bodybuilding gym. I weigh 11 stone, 3 pounds, wet through. In 12 months, I'll be twice this size.